Hey guys, this is Oshi and this is going to be the update. I mean, can you believe it? We're actually done with the trial. We're after the closing arguments and oh boy, so I don't know why I was expecting the second part to go differently, but I kind of thought that, Amber Heard's theme is going to be different. I mean, I keep forgetting his name. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, be disrespectful. It's just, there's just so many ways to, there were so many versions that I hear about the way people said his name that I kind of forgot. But I remember someone said that they kind of sound like the good Harry Potter kind of names, house names, and the bad kind of Harry Potter names regarding the lawyers, and it kind of sounds like that. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, Elaine. I mean, someone who was in the court said that he was crying. She was crying after they finished. We don't know why, but I think it's just, I mean, I feel sorry for her. No matter what, she believed in her tactics or the way she handled the trial. And I don't, I can empathize being in that state, feeling really horrible in your work. So I don't know. I don't wish that on anybody. You can have an opinion if you think that they represented Amber well or badly, but no one should cry, when they are doing their job. That just makes me sad. But yeah, Depp's side was, I think their closing argument was effective. It was well put together. They had very good teamwork, and I still have to, crystals for some stress relief and healing, because we all need that and they definitely need that. But yeah, let's see how they feel after the closing arguments, because so far Amber's side was very optimistic, but I mean, they were trying to hammer in the technical side, so they might still think that they win on that. I don't know. Honestly, I don't see that happening, but this is, anyway, just for fun, not a personal reading, obviously, just a reading on the whole team. So we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is interesting because, I mean, it can be two things. One is feeling the need of retreat from the world, which I can completely understand. Like after the trial, all you want to do is just, switch off and go away. But at the same time, the Hermit card is also an energy that you can become. You can teach other people about your experiences. You can share them in a way that others can learn from that. Sometimes it appears when you don't think that you reached a level, or you experienced enough at some certain elements that you should be teaching other people about that. But when this card appears, sometimes it's a sign that you are ready to emerge and share your knowledge and experience with other people. So, but interestingly, this time the cards are not very forthcoming. Okay, but we have the Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Which is, okay, I shouldn't laugh like that, but it's kind of funny because that's the Charity card. The Page of Swords is, I mean, pages were present in the other side, so if you watched my previous readings, you know what I'm about to say. The Page of Swords is a very open and enthusiastic energy. It's not gender specific. It's just that state when you're just ready for a new adventure and you feel like it can be an opportunity to start over something, which is interesting, you know, because you're definitely at the end of the trial, but maybe you know, this is you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's also a very inquisitive, detective kind of energy. And I kind of feel like, because we have the Hermit here as well, that it kind of gives me that we're coming off from this closed off state where, you know, most of the legal team spent their 6 weeks, you know, just busy with work. I'm assuming they had no time to sleep or eat correctly. So now they are back at this very, let's start over, let's enjoy life a little. But, you know, Six of Pentacles is all about charity, and not just taking but giving back, but also accepting when someone is sharing your wealth with you. So it's, but you know, in this case, charity, it's kind of funny because I don't know, I kind of feel like 7 million as damages would be poetic. So yeah, I kind of find it funny that it's there. I mean, you know, funny, not funny. Okay, for the other side, we have the Lovers. An ethical choice needs to be made, which we know that, you know, let's put this here, not necessarily been done so far. Oh yeah, there's a choice that needs to be done. They will have a choice, or they are currently facing a situation where they should choose the hard road, because that's the honest one. But we have the Seven of Swords, which is all about being sneaky and trying to do something behind other people's back, and that usually backfires. You know, not choosing the right option, trying to be sneaky, trying to do something behind everybody's back. It's just not a good look, because it truly shows that you're not confident in your reading. And we have, interesting again, Two of Cups. I mean, these are usually all about love, but in this context, it's about equality. The Two of Cups is a relationship where you're fine when you're on equal footing. And I kind of don't feel like, because we have the Seven of Swords in the middle, that has been done. But, you know, since that's the last card, they might find, at least for themselves as a legal team, they might find a way to finally be on the same page. I just don't think that... I think it's just too late for that now, to be honest. I mean, we're done with everything. For them, because I'm reading more for the legal team than, you know, the individuals. If they appear, and they are not here in these readings. In the past few readings, there was either a very strong indication for Johnny to be in the cards, or Amber, just as in an energy. I don't feel them in this at all. I mean, I feel, you know, maybe Amber in these cards, not necessarily being the Seven of Swords, just that the situation is not where it's supposed to be. But for them, the Two of Cups is at least a good ending, so to speak, because that means that they are finally on the same page. But it can highlight the fact that they need to be, and they are not, because that Seven of Swords is very, very strongly there. But let's see what they are expecting from the trial. One card for each, and then I will pull one just to see. Another six of Cups. For the Depp team, the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia and childhood, thinking back about memories fondly, which, you know, in this case, it suggests for me that they do expect to win, which I think they have every reason to, even though, you know, I'm not familiar in with the low enough, obviously, to know if that's true. And we have the Chariot for the other side. They expect to be able to move forward. But if you look at that person in the middle, it kind of looks like terrified. You know, they're like, I don't know which way to go. I should have the logical and the emotional side both under control to be able to move forward. So they are not there yet, but they are hoping to be able to move forward, which obviously is a good thing. But it kind of feels like, because of the illustration, I mean, obviously I'm not going to ignore that. Doesn't it give you that feeling of when you're trying to just walk away from a situation that you feel embarrassed by? You know, looking like that, like as a, okay, so I wasn't here, don't look at me, I'm done, I'm gone. I kind of feel like that. Interesting. So let's pull one card for how the trial will end. And then I will do one more reading when we have the verdict, just to check in. Okay, another Page of Wands. So yeah, new beginning, new understanding of how things are, a very humbling way, you know, going back to the start, being an apprentice of life in a way. So I definitely have that start over energy with the Page of Wands. Interesting. You know, I mean, I was curious if there would be like, I don't even know which card I would be expecting, like the Star card or something like that. But no, it's the trial, when it's over, when the verdict is, you know, is in, we're gonna have an option to start over. And I think that's a good one as a result, because it's not a Ten of Swords or something like that. It's not an ending. It's not a horrible card. It's a new beginning card. And yeah, just the Fool just popped out with the Ten of Wands and Two of Swords. But yeah, the Fool, new beginnings, you know, starting over, trusting things. And the Magician is under the table. So yeah, I think it's a good one. It's interesting because we should be getting the clearest messages right now because we're done, but it's all about, you know, I read more for how the legal team is currently, and they are in the waiting mode for sure. But yeah, I'm wishing for this team as well some better choices, because the Lovers come up and you need to do that. You need to choose ethically. And with the Seven of Swords, they might not choose that, which is interesting. Okay, but I will stop because I'm just blabbering now. So this is the last reading after the trial, which is just mind-blowing that time went on so quickly and so slow at the same time. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next one. Bye.